Each night at 8. This is No City TV.
Kia ora whānau. It's been the second day of the second week of the lockdown. For us, the lockdown started quite in a dramatic fashion as we got an app from our niece that Aline's brother, my brother-in-law, ended up in hospital, and he had already quite weak lungs, so we were actually quite concerned about that. Now, the next morning at 6:30, my slightly deaf wife didn't hear the phone because it was on mute, but I said, "Hey, your phone is ringing." So my wife picked up the phone and said, "It's Jaap," which is like Jacob, her brother. So it was quite a rude awakening, wasn't it? And maybe you can tell a little bit about the conversation because you took the phone.
Yeah, you suddenly wake up that early in the morning and you think, that's my brother, how is that possible? And then you see your niece and her husband all wrapped up in safety gear, including glasses and gloves, and then it was we here at the hospital, and your brother wants to say goodbye to you because he is in his last hours of his life. You wake up at 6:30 in the morning with a call like that, what do you say? He was indeed infected by the coronavirus, and what Gideon said, his lungs were so badly damaged that the doctors couldn't help him anymore. He still didn't want to acknowledge that he was that sick, because the thing is with these patients, they feel okay, but suddenly the doctors can see that their heartbeat is going down, and there he was laying on his bed with all tubes in. It is such a surreal moment. You have to say goodbye to your brother. I didn't know what to say. I just looked at him and he started talking, and he said, "Well, God has other plans for my life, and I'm going home. I'm going to see my wife, and we will see you in heaven." And the day before or the week before, we have been listening to a song called "All My Hope" from David Croucher, and the day when after we basically have said our goodbye and we went through the day, we didn't know how long it would take. The whole day the chorus of that song was in my mind. All my hope is in Jesus. Thank God my yesterday's gone. All my sins are forgiven. Oh, I've been washed by the blood. I've been washed by the blood. And that was in my mind the whole time. And I knew my brother was going to heaven, and he was washed by the blood, and that was so wonderful to know where he was going. But the whole day was dragging on, and when he passed away, you don't know what you feel. It was so unreal. I was just thankful that the children were able to be with him in the hospital, and they had a normal time to say goodbye to him before he fell asleep. And last night we were able to watch the funeral or listen to the funeral, and it was very special to be able to listen to it. And as funerals are not even held in New Zealand anymore, they were still able to have a small one with just the children and a handful of other people. But my message to you guys is, Corona became very close by to our family, and it hits you, and you know what it can do. So my message really is, people, take this serious, stay home, and stay safe.
Thanks, Aline. That was good to hear and share that with the family. That same evening, so we're talking Thursday night now, so our brother came through the night, but then 9:45 for us in the evening, 10:45 for them in the morning, he passed away. And subsequently I wrote a number of text messages to people close to us, And I used the words, our brother-in-law or brother has gone home. And it made me rethink about the reset that I spoke about in church, and I connected that with the year of Jubilee. So in the year of Jubilee, it says that we all return home, and it's a place where God can actually start to do His restorative work. Debts are forgiven. People have a new chance, a new start. And our prayer is that this period, even though it's unsettling, is giving you a chance to reconcile, to have, family time. We're lucky to have Priska here, our daughter, which is a little bit of, she's coming home for this time. And that allows us to strengthen family bonds, and she could able to listen the whole funeral in Dutch and was pretty proud that she could still follow the whole story. So yeah, we just read that one part of Leviticus, which is like one of my favorite verses from Scripture. Leviticus 25:10, and you shall consecrate the 50th year and proclaim liberty throughout all the land to all its inhabitants. It shall be a jubilee for you, and each of you shall return to his possession, and each of you shall return to his family. So I hope you all have a great time with your family and are able to amend, to restart, and have just a great time of reflection and rejuvenation. God bless, and I wish you can continue, if you want to listen to the story, to the song that Aline and I have listened to a lot. So Andy Dixon is going to work his magic, and the clip should follow now. Thank you. Goodbye.